Good morning. Let me welcome you to this quick update. Today is the 4th of January 2024, a Thursday. So we are looking at US dollar index. We're going to go through US dollar index, DXY, Euro dollar, and gold. So let's do a quick recap. We know that this move is here. It could be corrective, and it could be the end or the beginning of a new trend. So whatever it is, like we have said, we would see. But for now, let's deal with it as if it's a corrective formation that we are seeing. So which has run in a motive wave of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. And we saw this. This is the daily now. So I'm not going to the weekly. There are videos I've done to deal with that. So we have this to the downside, which is the first move of our impulse. And then we see this as a corrective move, which is the A wave. And then we are now seeing the B, which is the A of B, B of B, and the C of B wave to the downside. And of course, we know that B wave, always it's in the direction of the move. So this is the direction of the move, and this is the B wave here. And the A wave and the C wave, it's on the opposite side. So the A wave and the C wave. And we believe that most likely we are finished this and we are continuing with this. Okay. So now, this is US dollar index. US dollar index had taken about 76 or 78 retracement of this wave C now to the downside. And we are seeing the reaction on the daily. So, and with this reaction on the daily, what we know that we are doing right now is that we have completed the first move with this reaction. We have completed the first move to the downside here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are doing an ABC correction. So, and this ABC correction, if this is the first move to the downside as an 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and definitely we have broken these because we felt that, okay, we are trying to correct either this. Now, it is not a sub correction that we are doing, so it's an ABC, and we'll see if we're going to break this area or not. But that is the way it is now. So we are doing an ABC correction. So we are going to see to what extent this one is going to go. So that is what we are seeing. So on the DXY, it's pretty much the same that you'll be looking at on the DXY. Now on the DXY, so we can see the same information, and that these are taking a bit. In fact, it has broken 85 or 86.5 rather to the downside, and we are seeing this reaction to the upside. So, and we are already seeing that it has broken this point here. If I bring the drawing quickly for you to see. So like I was saying, during the week, I said, if we are correcting this move alone, it should not break here. So it has broken this point, and the price is making, up to get to this point. Now, we believe that now we have finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 move, and we are doing an ABC. So that ABC correction will now be like a 2 to this run to the downside. So it's going to be a 2. So we are expecting that price may hit either 50 or 61.8 before we turn to the downside. Now, if you want to understand at what point we expect that to happen, really, let's quickly turn to our weekly time frame. Now, if we turn to our weekly time frame, we are looking at those weekly resistance now that we could have price falling back. And these will be an area that we would expect to see a bounce back. Price may make it up to this area with this price action we are seeing to the upside, but we don't expect that price is going to take this point. So let's see how price navigates itself and see what kind of reaction we are going to have here. Now, one thing we have to understand when we are trading, Forex is that you don't expect this to just continue to go up. We are due for correction right now. We are due for correction. We may be seeing a double correction. So what kind of double correction are we going to get? Definitely is not looking like a flat to me. It's more or less looking like an impulse to the upside. So we might be seeing a correction and a zigzag pattern to the upside. And if that is enough for price, we'll see us going down to break the bottom. So I'm anticipating that we're going to have probably a correction soon, or if it's not occurring yet, a correction soon to the downside, then one more leg to the upside. Around this area, we should expect a continuation. So that is what I'm seeing right now. So if I go to the monthly again, the monthly gives us at this point, I should be expecting that price may not pull beyond this point on the monthly. We can't come here now, except we want to do an A, B, C, and that's it's too much for now. So this is an area on the monthly 104,300 the area. If I go to the weekly, which is more clearer, 104, yeah, it's still the same thing, 104,300 area. So that zone, we may break or pierce it, but we'll see. Whatever correction we are getting here is what is going to explain to us. So without much wasting more time, let's go to Euro USD. And that's where I'm going to. Now, of course, we now understand that the move is for now, probably we are going up, and that's the way it is. And the first correction and the A, B, C, or B, which broke the end of the first move and the C to the downside. So we are correcting, and we are, saying that for now, we are not expected to break. This is the weekly, okay? We are not expected to break beyond here. I think I would like this on the weekly, 107,240, but not beyond a 6.5. So we can't come here for now. 106,500 is the last place plot. I think 107,200 price cannot take that for now. But we're going to see the way and manner is going to correct before we continue with our uptrend. Price are taking like 78 here. It has broken the primary two in this area. So we expect a correction, a deeper correction, and upward movement again. So having said that, let's look at the daily. Looking at the daily, so the daily has told us, like I told us, I said, during the last week, I said, don't engage price blindly. If we see this as an A and a B and a C, if one sees 1.8 is eroded and taken to the downside, then you know that this thing is a big correction. So for now, it has not taken the low of here, or it's almost on it. And I can say that now we seems to be correcting from here to here. Another thing it could be, when you are seeing this kind of correction, I don't think that we are doing an A, B, C. Because if you are thinking that we are doing an A, B, and a C this way, you might be expecting that this is going to come to 1, 2, 3 extension to the downside before we continue to go up. And that is not what I think it is. But I'm still going to trust whatever is happening here and follow the correction here. I think it's looking like we are going to have a zigzag. But if we have a B leg to the upside, then we can look for a C leg to the downside and before we continue. But oftentimes, price will just do this and continue to go up. So we're going to deal with, okay, what to expect and how to deal with this now. I don't think this is an ABC, the downside. I don't think. I think it's just a correction of a big ABC from here. So that's what I think it is. A big ABC of the whole move to the upside here. That is what I'm seeing now, a big ABC. That is what I'm seeing right now. This is the daily, okay? That is what I'm seeing right now. That is of this move, of the recent move, because this is the hand of C, big C, and we are seeing this move. If these are taken 161.8 to the upside of this move, then I will be expecting a 1, 2, 3 that will break low. It does not have to break the low for now. So it does not have to break the low for now. And if it's going to break the low, we'll see it. But it will still be a 2 to this entire run before we go up. So going inside of a 4-hour time frame, what do we expect? We're already seeing on the 1-hour time frame that price is trying to go up. Let's see the daily time frame again. We're already seeing on the daily time frame that price is trying to correct. Is this that are we done with a fourth of this wave and a fifth, and we're trying to go up? We'll see. But what we have to break first, we have to break this for daily resistance here at 1.09600. We have to break that before we know that, okay, price now is going to do at least a B, if not going up again. So at least we have to break that 1.09600. But on the 4-hour time frame, what does it give us? On the 4-hour time frame, this is what it's also giving us. So you can see that this is the price on the 4-hour time frame, 1.09685. But that is too much for you. It will get too late. So on the 1-hour time frame, we're going to see the area. The area on the 1-hour time frame now will be this point to break. So let's look at the 1-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, so it will train it down to this area, which is we have to break this area, which is 30 pips below what we said, and that is 1.09390. This area has to be broken. So once we break this area to the upside, we look for immediate correction, then we join a B. And when you are when you are buying a B, what you must know, because don't just think that, okay, now it's going back up to break the top. It might not be like that, because we are suspecting, based on what the price is doing, that we might have a B, and that's the least without breaking this top here. We are not going to break here. This is the primary tool here. At this point where you see this is the primary tool on the 1-hour, but this is like a primary 2 or B, or a major 2 or B, but this is the primary 2. So we're not going to break between here and here before we go down again, if we are indeed going to still see another leg to the downside. So we must understand that. So a break out of this zone between here, 1.1150 and 1.10850, a breakout of that zone means that we are back in an uptrend. But for now, for us to know that, yes, indeed, we are going up, we need to break 1.0390, this area. So bringing my instrument back, then you will see that I'd marked that level already, that a breakout of here signifies that we are going long again. So, and when you are going long again in this kind of a format, because we had seen the whole of this movement as an A base to the downside, which is now an A move, it will be a confirmed A move once we break this and this area to the upside. So it will not be a confirmed A move, would have broken this. So price is warming up. So you have to be very careful. You don't want to join now. You don't want to join. You have to be very careful. Wait for a break here. A break here, then you can take a risk. and look for a retracement to buy. And when you are buying, these are kind of move that immediately, as the price is pushing up to the higher up, you have to come to a point where you have to look for a shift of your stop loss to the point that you have a break even. So why do you want to break even once we get opportunity to do that? We want to break even because if indeed it's going to be a beat to the downside, price is going to come back and break to the downside. Now, what will now back on once the price, if it continues to go up, then you are in a good trade. So that's how to guide your account. You're in a good trade because once it breaks the zone here, then price is going to continue to go up. Then you have nothing to lose. So, but if the price comes here, gives you a price action to come to the downside, you can join the last leg, which is the C. If this was the big A and the big B, you can join to the downside and you know where you're going to go. So if you get to the downside and you can back a sell again, you know, and you join it from the big C down to the upside again. So that is how to do it. But for now, it's not yet ready. We are looking for a breakout of here. Having said that, if I go to gold, on gold, let's look at the daily or first a weekly. Now, this will be a point on the weekly, this level. To break this as a 2, it will be maybe a tough call for now. 1974 is where we don't expect a break for now. And the last place will be 1931 or thereabouts. So 1974 is a tall order for now. We're going to see how price is going to correct as it's correcting. So the same thought we are having of euro dollar. So if we go to the daily, so we had a good run. So this may just be an A, and we might be doing a B. Are we ready for a B to do a C? Then again, the same thought that price may just continue to go and break. So if price breaks this point on the daily here, which is 2078, that was where we entered here. If price breaks this point to the upside, we are going up again. But for now, we are anticipating a B and a C to the downside without, price may break this point without breaking this point. This is 1974, and this is here, that is 1931 or so. So price, I don't expect price breaking this point. Price will only break this point if we see this correction, the first correction here as an A and a B, and then this reaction is at about 61.8 of the whole move here. If we call this an A and a B, then the price will go all the way to do an 100% extension to the downside, and that may even take the low of here. But I do not think that that is what is happening. But we're going to follow more the clear lights here. We're going to take it one step at a time. Now, let me go to the 4-hour time frame, or let me go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, if we are going to go up and start that a big correction, to this one, we need to take the height here, which is 2040, let's say 2049, thereabout. We need to take that to the upside. Once we break that, then we are sure that we are correcting a B, and this is an A, and wherever we get a point without breaking this point. So price is not expected to break 2070, between 2078 and 2081. Price should not break that before we have a C led to the downside. But if price breaks at the upside, then we'll continue to buy, because price may just do that. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, I gave us a good sell on gold for those that are on my private, I gave us a good sell. So you wonder how we had a pinpoint entry. And I saw this move, and I saw this move. You know, after this move, we went up here and we came down. So, and I saw that this is an extended triangle in the making. So, and we have nothing to lose really, because this is the primary two here. And these went up, and the retracement of A to the downside to give us a B was actually 161.8. So when you see a 161.8 and a price action, all I have to do is to wait for a 1, 2, 3 move of extension to the down or to the upside from A to B, a 123. Exactly at this point, we got in. Exactly at this point, it was dead. You know, probably the price ticked 2078 90. We got in 2078 10 or 100. So because of the broker. So, and we had a good run to 2041, you know, around this area, around that area. So what price had done now is taking the whole of this move now to an A, to be an A and a B, and the price is reacting at almost 161.8 extension. 161.8 extension is actually at this tip of blue here, deep blue, but price, you know, reacted close to it. So now, if this is going up, we need to break this point. So we need to see how price is going to react, break this point to the upside. I'm already buying in here. I'm buying and I'm trying to also guide my stop loss and, you know, close on it. So if once price breaks out of here, then I will continue to shift my stop loss until it's positive. Once that happens, then I will be looking for a retracement. Once we don't break out of a 61 point, or let's say 78 to the upside, or this point to the upside, price is going to do a C to a leg C to the downside. With that, I've come to the end of today's update. So we are still calling for this to be an ABC of an A, and probably are going to run a B to have a C to the downside. If it works like that, it's good. Once we gain a price action to the downside, we are going to sell again. But if it continues to go up and break without that price action, then we are going back up. All right. See you that tomorrow. If I'm able to drop an update tomorrow, I will, or during the weekend.